couple more playing games and the playoffs start Saturday. So I'm going to give my awards. They're atypical. These are not your usual like MVP stuff awards. So Joy Taylor is going to ask the question. I'm going to present the Herdies, my annual NBA awards. There we go.
Who wins the Herdie for the most exciting player?
The choices are Ja Morant, Giannis, or Joel Embiid. I'm going to go with Ja Morant. He has the third most points in the league in the paint. Now, what does that mean? When little guys attack the rim and dunk over big guys, it's awesome. And it doesn't happen much. I said coming into the league, he's Westbrook with a better jumper and more self-awareness. So his ability to attack the rim at his size, he's 175 pounds, and jam over bigger defenders makes him the most exciting player in the league.
Who wins the Herdie for most surprising team? The Grizzlies, Celtics, or the Lakers?
I'm going to say Grizzlies again. Okay, they finished with the second best record in the league. We're very good against the Suns and Warriors, and have the youngest roster in the league at 24 years of age. So, and when Ja Morant got hurt, I think they went like 19-2. Their offensive net rating got better when their star was hurt. I don't think anybody saw that coming.
Who wins the award for most dramatic team? The Nets, 76ers, or the Lakers?
The envelope, please. I'm going to say the Nets. They had an anti-vaxxer. They had a player quit on their team. I mean, the Lakers were dysfunctional. It wasn't that dramatic. We knew they were bad week one. The Nets had to make a massive trade at the trading deadline. I will say this, though. Despite having the most lineups in the NBA, 43 starting lineups, I like them to beat the Celtics.
So who wins the award for sleeping giants? Clippers, Nets, or Nuggets?
I'm going to say Nuggets. So they have their best shooting team in the league since the All-Star break. They shoot over 51%. Jokic is the best passing big man since either Arvydas Sabonis or maybe Bill Walton. Jamal Murray could return for the playoffs. And they're one of two teams, the Bucks or the other, to reach the conference semis each of the last 3 years. So the question is this year a breakthrough year for them? If they were healthy, I think we think they could. So a lot like Dallas depends on the health. Keep your eye on the Nuggets.
Who wins the award for biggest pretender? The Heat, the Celtics, or the Warriors?
I've been on this for a couple of weeks. I think it's the Celtics. First of all, in clutch time statistics, they were the second worst team in the league. They're incredibly reliant on Jason Tatum. And I like that. He's a good player, but he's not Giannis. And the Bucks aren't as reliant on him. They were an interesting road team. They often played better on the road than at home. But round one against the Nets will have the two best closers in the series. And historically, you win that series. So I think they won a lot of games on intensity, coaching, and effort. But in the playoffs, everybody plays hard for every game. They lose that advantage. They'll be out in the first round.
Who wins the Herdie for least improved player? Ben Simmons, Anthony Davis, or Russell Westbrook?
I gave this a great deal of thought. This is like Best Picture at the Oscars. You can't just write it down, check a box.
Very serious.
Got to watch all of them. I'm going to say Russell Westbrook, fourth highest paid player in the league at $44 million. That's ahead of LeBron and Kevin Durant. It wasn't, listen, Simmons can drive us nuts, but he didn't really play. With Westbrook, he did virtually the impossible. The Lakers were better when he was off the floor. And he's the only player I can think of that didn't work with KD or LeBron. They both had to move off him. So I said when they made the move, I didn't love it, but I thought it was okay because AD's hurt a lot and LeBron's older. So if those guys are ever off, you got to have somebody that can score 27 points. You got to have points. They don't have enough offensive players. It was a disaster. And according to reports in the LA Times, he and Vogel, like one of the first practices, meetings, never worked.
Who wins the award for player I missed the most? Zion Williamson, Damian Lillard, or Kawhi Leonard?
It's tough. I'm going to say Zion for this reason. I know what Dame and Kawhi are. I don't know what Zion is. And if you go back and look at his rookie year, He's the last player to average 20-plus points in his rookie year. Like, he was dominant. He had Wilt efficiency numbers. First player to go 25 points a game before turning 21 in league history. So, what is the ceiling with Zion? Like, I don't even know what the ceiling is. Was he going to be like a smaller, more, a stronger Wilt? I don't know. Still don't know. Can't wait to see him back on the floor.
Who wins the Hurdy for most valuable player? Nikola Jokic, Joel Embiid, or Giannis Antetokounmpo?
I don't think this is that difficult. I'm not outraged if you take any of them, but I'm going to give it to Giannis. Here's all you need to know about Giannis. So Milwaukee's got a championship-level team. They got good players, right? Multiple good players. When he's on the floor, they outscored opponents by 400 points. When he was off the floor this year, they were outscored by 122 points. You're talking a 400, let's see, 400, 500. You're talking of almost a 525 point swing when he's on the floor and off the floor. Unlike, he's a better defender than Jokic. I don't think he does as much as Embiid offensively. Maybe he does. But I think just his ability to stay healthy, his game's evolved. He's a better shooter now. He can put it on the deck, get his own shot, never worry about health. Total team guy, very patient, incredibly loyal, mostly stays off the social media nonsense. I think he's becoming Michael Jordan and LeBron James, that he's become a victim of himself. Like, yes, he's so good.
He's so good. He's being measured against himself.
Yeah, he's being measured against himself. And these were the second, third, fourth, or fifth annual Hurdies. Like the Oscars, shrinking in importance every single year. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd, or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.